typewriter effect. So to create the typewriter effect, just to get started, I do have a purple mat. It says green there, but it's purple. And you can see it's purple. And then I have some text where it says Black Creek. So you need to put some kind of text on there. You can type your name. To create the mat, you go to this symbol here and you click on color mat. You'll be able to pick a color and you drag it onto its own layer below the text. So that's how we get started. This is now some new stuff, and maybe some old stuff in a new way. So I'm going to go to another new item. I'm going to go to a black video. The black video is going to be kind of the cursor to make it look like it's typing. And it adds it over here in my project file. So I'm going to drag this black video above my text. The problem is it's covering my text. So I am going to resize this black video. And to resize it, I want to make sure it's selected in my project and move up to Effect Controls, where we have done this in the past where we've adjusted the scale. However, when you adjust the scale, it kind of maintains proportions. So I am going to let go of that. I'm going to check off, I'm going to go ahead and undo. Check off uniform scale because I don't want it to scale uniformly. In the height, I'm going to put in maybe 2. No, I'm sorry. In the width, I'm going to put 2. And then the height, so you can see it kind of shrinks that up a little bit. The height of it, I'm just going to drag down. I need to be able to see my letters, so I'm taking my playhead to move it to see my letters. The height of it, I'm dragging down so that it's about a little bit taller than my text. I'm noticing that this is a little bit too thick. It's thicker than my letters, so I'm going to try 1.5 in that. That looks better. So my black video now is this like cursor looking thing in the middle of black and creek. Another thing I want to do is change the position of that black video so that it's in front of my words. So I'm still kind of adjusting things here just a little bit so that this will look right. Now, I'm flipping back between the text, which is represented by the word graphic, and my cursor here, which is represented by black video. So whatever you're going to modify, you want to click on that item. So in this case, I want to click on the text to start animating the text to look like it's typing on the screen. So in my effects, I want to look for linear wipe. And it came up as soon as I typed in linear, there's linear wipe, and I'm going to drag that to my text. It's labeled by graphic. It's this middle item here. So I just applied an effect to this, but now I want to animate it. I'm going to take this and drag it to the beginning. So everything's starting at the front point now. So to animate it, I'm going to take my playhead up in this source monitor area to the beginning, and I want to animate the transition completion. I want it to start at 0. I want it to start so it's not on the screen, and right now it's fully on the screen. So I'm going to click on this stopwatch, or it looks like a little ring by transition completion, and I want it to start at 100% so I can't see the word already completed. So 100%, the word is gone. So now I'm going to take my playhead and change this now to 0%, so the word will be there. So if I play it, it's making a wipe, so it's coming onto the screen. That's what I wanted. It's just coming from the wrong angle. So I'm going to go to this wipe angle, and I'm going to change that to 270, which is 180 degrees from 90, which was there. And now it's playing from the right direction. So if I hit play, it's wiping onto the screen. It's a little slow for my liking, so I'm going to speed it up by dragging this keyframe to the left a little bit. It's a little bit better. And so that looks about the right speed that I want it to type onto the screen. Good. So now I need to animate this black video, this little cursor thing, to follow the text. So it looks like it's typing it onto the screen. So I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but with position. So it's the position I want to change. So I have my playhead on frame 1, and I'm gonna click on the little stopwatch. And then I'm gonna watch this video through Black Creek, and then right there, I'm gonna stop my playhead, and I'm going to use this first value, the horizontal value, to move my cursor to the other side of that screen. So when I play it back, it looks like it's a little bit ahead of the letters. So we want to fix this a little bit. I'm going to speed it up. Let me drag this in a little bit. Too fast. All right, so now in order to fix this, it still doesn't quite look right if I hit play. I need to kind of go in here, maybe frame by frame it. And then this cursor needs to be a lot closer to the B, like it's almost just finished it. So I'm going to, right there, just take the position back to where the B is and move this a little bit. It's getting ahead, so every little step of the way I'm going to kind of come back to the where it's at. So now I want to kind of see this. Being a little bit fussy. And it just depends. Sometimes it works out really well, and sometimes you need to fuss a little bit with it. So I'm being a little bit more on the fussy side. And now let's play it back. So now when I hit play, it looks like it really just quickly typed the word, which is what I wanted to look. But it doesn't quite look like it's typing the word until I make the cursor blink a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of slicing down here at the bottom. I'm going to move the black video and the graphic. So I'm going to click them both. I used my shift key to select them both. So black video, shift, graphic. And I'm going to move them out a little bit so that I can extend. So I'm going to move my mouse to the black video in the front of it and just drag this out a little bit. And with that, I can take my razor tool and add some slices. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this one like every other one. And I probably should have room for another slice, but the idea is this blinks a couple times before it types the word Black Creek. I think that I can divide this up a little bit more. So let me do that. So I'm going to zoom in on my try to make them all about the same size and about all equidistant apart. So now I have 3 black videos. So it blinks 3 times before the Black Creek, before the text. So now it just doesn't look quite right. So I wanted to do the same thing at the end. So at the end of when the cursor is done blink right there, I want it to start blinking. So I'm going to go ahead and add my slice at the end. And then zoom in a little bit here on this. Add a couple of these. And then again, I'm going to remove every other one. So delete, delete, delete. And then I can delete the rest of this black video. Oh, no, I can't because I want one more. I'm going to add one more. And now I can delete the rest of this black video. So when I play the whole thing, I have the typewriter effect. I have blink, blink, blink. Plays the video. And then another blink, blink, blink at the end. And that's exactly how you work on the typewriter effect. I am going to adjust this a little bit more to make these blinks about the same size as these blinks and the same equidistant apart, but that's the idea of the typewriter effect.